Hey everyone, I'm Cosmo, welcome to another video, and a happy new year to each and every one of you guys. I hope everybody had a fun and safe New Year's celebrations. I hope everybody's looking forward to 2022 and has set some awesome New Year's resolutions. Not that New Year's is, required to make changes in your life, any positive changes that you want to make, but still, it's always a good time to start fresh. Now, in today's video, I figured I would start doing the one thing that, well, I've been avoiding doing, and that's building my factory warehouse. Now, I know in the last episode I was working on the house and I actually finished this bathroom here, this fancy bathroom. Love it, still love it. But unfortunately, I need more wood, and I'm still in the process of rebuilding my resource trailer, which it won't even be a trailer by the time I'm done with it. I essentially don't have a good way to go mine wood right now, so I don't want to do this right now. I'm going to save this for another episode when I have more wood, but I do have a ton of materials here that I can build a workshop out of, so that's going to be great. See all this scrap metal here. I think I even have some chests somewhere full of scrap metal. Got some wedges, excellent. Let's see, I gotta find that scrap metal because without it I'm kind of boned. Lights, other stuff, more lights. Yeah, I stole a lot of lights. Yeah, okay, so there's a bunch of scrap metal there. So, I guess not scrap metal, rusted metal. And that is what I'm going to be using to build my factory. And I got a bunch of other cool pieces here that I'm going to use to build, some cool, accent pieces to my factory. I'm really hyped. So first things first, I got to empty out my inventory. Probably should have done that before, but for you guys, it'll just be a quick sec. So, one sec. Now, the reason I've been avoiding this is because, well, I think it's going to be a fairly extensive build. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in one episode, guys, but I figured, you know what? Can't let that kind of anxiety get in the way of progress, so we're just going to start building. We are going to, build our base structure, and in the future episodes, we're going to upgrade it with a bunch of cool functional additions as well. Actually, one thing I want to plan out is go up here, excuse me. Okay, so I want to build a catwalk going to this factory. Kind of sucks that it would be at the front of the house. I almost want to maybe... No, you know what? I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be okay. I think it actually does make sense to maybe have the catwalk in the front. So if we get rid of this, and we basically just start extending a catwalk this way to the factory, I think that would be perfect. So we're going to have to do that eventually. Got all this nonsense here that I should probably move. And I also have to figure out if I want this workshop to be square or if I want it to be like an L shape like it is now. I do think it would be cool to keep the shape, so we're gonna keep the shape. Alrighty, let's fill our inventory up with scrap metal. I'm gonna start with rusty metal. I'm gonna start with this stuff, and then we'll go from there. Now, I do want to thank you guys for all your support in 2021 as well. It really meant a lot to me. The channel grew immensely, and I know at some point, I think in my Q&A, I mentioned that, my goal for 2021 was to get to 100K. We obviously didn't make it there for several reasons. One of those reasons being is I guess I was a little too ambitious, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Shoot for the stars and land on the moon type deal. But, some of those other reasons included just distractions in life. Like my girlfriend and I buying a house, which was an opportunity that we did not expect to have this soon, but it came up. So that happened and took my attention away from the channel. What I'm trying to say is a lot of other, great things happened, so I'm not too upset about the fact that we didn't get to 100K. But in 2022, that is my goal, guys. 100,000 subscribers. That would be so awesome. 1 million view months and 100,000 subscribers. That's my goal. Oh, thirsty? Really? You're thirsty? Jeez. I hope I have enough food for myself for this episode. As you guys can see, I'm very well prepared. I wonder if I should... No, the concrete floor kind of does need to be that tall because of the grass underneath it. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna go around the perimeter right now and basically fill that up with rusted block. Got a bunch of that stuff, so I'm not worried. Now, we can actually probably get rid of this, just because, well, we don't need that support anymore, and that's extra material that I could use for something else. I do have all this nonsense here as well, which I think I'm gonna just quickly do off camera, just move it all out of the way so that we're ready to start building the structure. I think I cleaned up most of the stuff that's kind of getting in the way in the perimeter, so just gonna clean up the lighting now, and then we can start building the rest of the structure. One other thing that I really want to work on in 2022 for you guys is just make videos for you guys, you know? And I don't mean like just spit out videos and like make whatever content and not even put effort into it. That's not what I mean. Those who know me personally know that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I'm a bit of an anxious guy when it comes to like creative effort, because I always want it to be original. I always want it to be unique. I always want it to be the best work, you know, that I've put out. And sometimes you just have to let that stuff go, and I have a really hard time doing that, and it gets in the way of just making videos for you guys, you know, because I have an idea and I go, oh well, somebody else has done this, or somebody else has done something similar, you know, or like, what if this is not good enough? And all this critical thinking just doesn't really help anybody, especially not me. And then you guys get less content, and it's just a lose-lose. So I'm gonna try and be better at that stuff, and hopefully, you know, not let my head get in the way of my passions, I suppose. And I'll be doing that for you guys just as much as I'd be doing that for myself, because really, you know, having that kind of block in your life is just very debilitating, you know? It really is just you limiting yourself, and that's not fun. That's kind of silly as well. Oh boy, released a bunch of parts. This is what happens when you stack things randomly. I'm so excited to use all these curvy pieces for the factory. Super excited. Let's keep doing the perimeter of this thing. The other thing that I've kind of been seeing a lot is, you know, people talking about their New Year's resolutions and saying how basically like every other year, everybody and their grandma, you know, wants to, you know, do more and work harder, and etc., etc. But this year I'm seeing a whole lot of, you know, like sentiment where people don't necessarily want that. You know, they don't necessarily want to do more, you know? They're more focused on having the free time to spend with their family, you know, having a good health. And that does make me happy, you know? And I really vibe with that, because I do feel like I should be doing more, but at the same time, I guess not learn, but relearn the value of family and just spending time with those that matter, you know, not just always being absorbed in work, because life's short, and if you're not living in the present and enjoying what you have and always, you know, worrying about working towards something in the future, well, that's not really living, you know? So I am going to keep putting in a lot of effort into my channel this year, but I'm also going to, you know, likely set some boundaries that allow me to spend more time with my family, do more things with my girlfriend, you know, heck, even spend more time with my cats, because some days I'm like, I legitimately feel bad that I'm working so much that I don't even spend time with my cats, you know, let alone my girlfriend. So that's kind of my New Year's resolution, is not necessarily do more, but just be more, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope you guys understand. Alrighty, time to build the walls of this thing. Grab some of this stuff. Oh, some extra lighting, perfect. That's gonna come in handy. Let's see if I have enough of the extruded metal to make my corners here. You know what, that's actually probably good. 2 sections high, that's probably good. Alrighty, let's do that at every corner. Yeah, no, you know what, that's pretty good. I thought it might be a little too much, but that's pretty good. I was gonna do like a barn style, because I have all these wedges from the warehouse, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that would work out well for what I'm trying to do. Okay, and then let's put another pillar back here. Now, I wonder if I have enough to bridge across. Hey, it's daytime. Alrighty. Perfect. There we go. Oh, nope. I lied. I missed all this. Well, okay. Got the frame done. That's it for this episode. See you next one, guys. Bye. I'm just kidding. I actually want to go up to the house right now and see where this catwalk would pop out. Okay, interesting. Now, how narrow would it be if it was like this? Let's see. I'm just curious if that's too narrow for the character to be walking on. Probably not, right? Yeah, that's more than enough. That's good. And honestly, I don't really care that my bedroom is being covered up by it, because this is the view that matters for my bedroom. This view right here. That's all good. Alrighty, perfect. So I'm gonna go and actually I don't need to go up there again. I can just delete this. Let's do some supports for that. I'm at a point where I really need to organize my inventory, because I've got stuff everywhere and it's bad. It's bad, guys. Okay, let me see if this is what I want to do. Honestly, guys, I like that. I do like that. Is that the right spot? Nope. Nope. There we go. 2 of these little guys. Yeah, that's what I need. That's gonna look cool. Maybe I should only have 1 of those. I think that's what I'll do. Great, great. Okay, let's get some of this stuff out of my inventory by extending our catwalk. Ooh, the catwalk should be mesh. I feel like the catwalk should be mesh. Maybe mesh with some rusted metal, you know? The other reason I didn't really do a barn is because, like, well, traditionally barns are wooden, and I want to make something that's, like, scrap mechanic-y, you know, that would make more sense for a scrap mechanic world where you have a bunch of, like, scrap metal and rusted metal and stuff. And granted, I could style a barn that way, but I also just want to, you know, keep the original pad here and build around it. Can always build a barn in another playthrough, you know? Just live in a barn. That'd be cool. Alrighty, now let's fill that in with mesh. I sincerely hope I have more food somewhere. That's a negative soldier. I feel like I made a bunch of burgers at some point. Where? They're definitely not here. Maybe they're in here. Seeds, seeds. Aha! Got the burgs. Got the veggie burgs. Okay, we're good. Whew. I thought I was screwed for food and wood. Just wood. I disconnected that thing and it's still standing upright and floating away. What? Okay. Perfect. Right, okay, let's do our pillar now. So, pillar is gonna go, like, right there. It's not really centered, though. We can't really center this one out. Maybe we should just do 2 of them, then. 2 side by side. That might make more aesthetic sense. Or just have it offset. I don't know. See, this is where my perfectionism comes into play. It's like, who cares if it's a little offset, you know? My brain does, that's who. Okay, let's do 2 at first. If it looks bad, we'll just switch it to single, and I'll never talk about it again. Yeah, honestly, that doesn't look bad. I'm gonna keep that. I thought it would look way bulkier. I thought it would be way closer together and it would just look kind of redundant. Boom. There we go, guys. And we need a light. Look at that. Haha, that looks awesome. Oh, I love that. Lights just add that extra little touch. Perfect. Got 80 of that. Let's make more. We're gonna chew through this. I want to be able to walk into my factory from my house and, like, overlook it, you know? That'd be really cool. We need railings as well. That's the big thing. We need railings. Okay, time to start putting walls on this thing. Alrighty guys, I got the walls done. Like I said, I'm not doing the front yet, just yet, but I am also making some glass right now, so I can put some glass up there. I thought that would be really cool. And I'm going to actually continue my catwalk, because I want my catwalk to go all the way around the perimeter of this whole thing. So let's do that. Oh, that means I need more of this stuff. There's the catwalk. Now, I do need to still build some kind of fence around it, which I will get around to. It might be a mesh fence, might be a pipe fence. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get to that. But for now, let's just walk it. Oh, this is cool. I should have made it more mesh. I should have made it more mesh. Darn it. Well, I guess I gotta work some YouTube magic. Abracadabra. Haha, look at that, guys. Much better. Had some troubles with the corners, but I figured it out. I think that looks really good. Now, one major flaw with this whole thing. How the heck do you get down and how the heck do you get back up? So, I'm thinking I'm actually going to cut it like right here. We're gonna build some stairs downwards. There we go. Perfect. Got some stairs now. Can go all the way up here and walk around, walk to the house. Awesome. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, now, guys, I'm gonna see if I have anything for a fence, like for a railing for that. If I don't, might have to do that in a different episode. don't think I do. Might have to build a lot of pipes, you know? Basically gonna try and get a railing like this everywhere, and that should be good, I think. That should be good. Let's see what it looks like. Yep, that looks pretty good. Maybe even one lower, to be honest. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, hey, you know what? That looks pretty good, actually. And that looks more, like, appropriate for the character size. Alright, guys, now it's time to put the windows in. I'm really excited for this one because I think I got a pretty cool idea for it. But first things first, need to put a wall in. Boom. Look at this, guys. This is so awesome. It's looking massive so far. I love it. Now, I am starting to think maybe I want... Because if we turn these lights off... Where is this switch? I always miss it. There we go. I guess these are always still on, but that's okay. I feel like the windows are more important on the roof than on the sides. Like, I'm still gonna have glass on the sides, I think. But I think on the top we should, we should just make some... I guess some light holes. Let's try and do that. Better yet, let's just throw down all this glass that we made up there. See what kind of pattern we can come up with. This is turning out awesome, guys. I'm actually really excited for this. The original idea was to have the windows on a pivot in these spots right here, and they would pivot out and open kind of like factory windows would. But now I'm thinking maybe I'll just do that with regular glass, and on top we're gonna have these awesome like projector holes that are just gonna let light in. You can even see from a certain angle here, you can see the sun rays shining through, and that's awesome. I love that. And you can see the shadows on the ground as well. Okay, making more of these. Let's get them. We're gonna finish up the ceiling, guys, and then I think I'm gonna call it. Alrighty, guys, here we are. I think I'm going to call it an episode here because I want to get some paint. I need to get some other stuff, and frankly, I think this is just a good place to call it an episode. Now, as you guys can see, and I'm going to turn the lights off here, we are getting much more lighting inside the warehouse now, which is great. I'm really happy about that. I really wanted to have some natural lighting in here as well, not just have it be like a dark cave basically every hour of the day. But we are going to add some more lighting here for sure. I'm probably going to add some of the strip lighting, that, you know, this stuff right here. Not sure if I'll hang it up here. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that might just be the case. Actually, that's pretty darn good. A couple of those might be more than enough. Oh, got some extra materials here. Oh, now I gotta put that back. There we go, guys. But yeah, I am really, really excited about this. Oh, and I gotta build more railing, pipe pieces, stuff like that. So, a lot of work cut out for me, but I'm really excited. I put some random corrugated pieces here just to make it look like a patch job. I don't know if that looks good. Maybe I should incorporate some scrap metal pattern into this. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm always excited to hear what you think about my creations. And yeah, so far so good. I'm probably going to make these windows a little bit smaller. And by smaller, I mean just put like dividers and stuff to make them look more segmented. But I still think I'm also gonna have the glass on bearings so that it can pivot outwards and, well, you know, just look cool, I guess. I also want a crane in here. I want to do like an overhead crane, which is going to take resource crates from my mining vehicle and then crane them over here to the refinery. And, you know, hopefully we can create a little process that way. Lots of stuff to clean up. Luckily now I don't have to stare at all of it. I can just hide it inside my warehouse and call it a day. But I also have some plans for the front door, so I'm going to save that for later. That is why I haven't really built a front wall yet. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it here for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what else I should build. If you guys did enjoy the video, click the like button down below. Helps the video be seen by other people. The algorithm does its magic. And if you guys aren't subscribed yet, subscribe for more awesome content, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Also, I know I said these episodes will be coming out more frequently, but Trailmakers got an update and I kind of got sucked into that, so I do apologize, but I haven't forgotten about Scrap Mechanic, and we are going to keep building this world and making it more awesome. But without further babbling, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!